Involved shooting, body-worn camera recording. 3400 block of Baker Street Northeast, Washington, D.C. Saturday, March 18th, 2023 at 8:50 a.m. This briefing is intended to provide the public with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in Washington, D.C. on Saturday, March 18th, 2023. You are about to see relevant video recordings to gain a better understanding of what occurred. This incident is still under investigation, and all statements in this briefing are based on the details we know at this point. We are committed to being transparent with our community, and it's our priority to release this information and inform our community as soon as possible. For privacy purposes, we have concealed audio and images of the individuals captured in this video. A word of caution: this video of an officer-involved shooting contains graphic content and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. The United States Park Police is a federal law enforcement agency that supports and furthers the mission and goals of the United States Department of the Interior and the National Park Service by providing quality law enforcement to safeguard lives, to protect national treasures and symbols of democracy, and to preserve natural and cultural resources. D.C. Code authorizes United States Park Police officers to exercise the same law enforcement powers as the Metropolitan Police Department officers within the District of Columbia. Source: D.C. Code 5-201 et seq. The United States Park Police began issuing body-worn cameras to its officers in 2022. Body-worn cameras are used to promote public trust, increase transparency, and better ensure public safety by recording and accurately documenting law enforcement encounters. The body-worn camera is worn in a fixed position on an officer's upper torso and does not capture everything that an officer sees or hears. The movements of the wearer and others may sometimes obscure the camera's field of view. The recordings you are about to see are from the body-worn cameras of the United States Park Police officers, referred to as Officer 1 and Officer 2. The other officers you see are members of the Metropolitan Police Department. This incident is being investigated, and all statements in this community briefing are based on the details known at this point in the investigation. As the investigation continues, more details may be learned that change the understanding of the incident. At approximately 8:51 a.m., a Metropolitan Police officer responded to the 3400 block of Baker Street, Northeast, for a call of a suspicious vehicle. Upon arrival, this officer located a vehicle that was occupied and running. The officer observed the occupant of the vehicle was asleep and the ignition was punched. The officer determined the vehicle was stolen and then called for additional units over the radio and flagged down a United States Park Police vehicle for assistance. United States Park Police Officer 1 and Officer 2 responded to this request for assistance by the Metropolitan Police Department officers on scene for a vehicle reported as stolen. The vehicle was parked near the intersection of 34th Street Northeast and Baker Street Northeast. After officers attempted to detain the driver, the vehicle accelerated, then crashed into a house near the intersection of 36th Street Northeast and Clay Street Northeast.
Car 512.
Car 512.
Hold me out at 34th and Baker Street. MPD just flagged me down. They got a call by a suspicious vehicle. We're going to approach the vehicle now.
34th and Baker, quadrant of the city.
512 Northeast.
10 for station's radio courtesy, please.
512. There's one appears to be asleep. The ignition's punched out, so maybe stolen.
10 for copy, occupied and possibly stolen. 0903.
Public Woman Route, Start, MPD.
10 for hereby or MPD.
Metropolitan Police Department and United States Park Police officers were attempting to detain the driver. The vehicle accelerated from the scene with Officer 1 inside the vehicle. Officer 2 was dragged by the moving vehicle while on the exterior of the vehicle. Officer 1 gave verbal commands for the driver to stop. After the driver did not comply, Officer 1 discharged his firearm. The vehicle then crashed into a home in the 300 block of 36th Street Northeast. The crash caused structural damage to the house. However, there were no physical injuries reported by anyone inside the home. The following recording shows United States Park Police officers responding to the Metropolitan Police Department officers' request for assistance with a reported stolen vehicle. Multiple Metropolitan Police Department and United States Park Police officers approached the vehicle in order to detain the driver. The following recording shows Officer 2 entering the vehicle to assist the Metropolitan Police Department officers with detaining the driver, then being dragged as the vehicle accelerated from the scene.
Please, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. You good? Right. Fuck. In the car. Get there. 502, 10:30. Vehicle just took off. Start closing the vehicle with them.
The following recording shows Officer 1 entering the vehicle to assist the Metropolitan Police Department officers with detaining the driver. While Officer 1 was still inside, the vehicle accelerated from the scene. Officer 1 attempted to communicate with the driver and issued multiple verbal commands for the driver to stop before discharging their firearm. Reminder that this video contains graphic content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Please, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Got him. Shit. Stop! Get up! Get out! Stop! Stop, man, just let me out. Let me out! Stop! Stop or I'll shoot! Stop! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Don't move!
The following recording shows Officer 2 and Officer 1 rendering aid to the driver until the District of Columbia Fire and Emergency Medical Services Department arrives on scene.
Any word on that AED? Got an AED?
Responding.
Hey, 500, I'll be out in a second. Let Eagle know we can do an LZ right by the house. It'll be high glass. I don't know where else it could be.
I heard it say River Terrace Park.
That's
it is saying. Come on, man.
512, the Eagle might be able to do an LZ right by the house.
By the house, give me got a location in the house.
Hey, you got an AED?
AED's en route.
Sorry, do you want me to take over? Yeah, tap it. Right here, stay right here. Stay right here. Go in.
90, you gotta be doing this one chain notified.
941. This is really on scene notified 941 hours.
The driver was pronounced deceased on scene. A firearm was recovered inside the vehicle. This photograph of the firearm was taken at the scene and published in the Metropolitan Police Department's March 23, 2023 press release. Both United States Park Police officers were transported to an area hospital for treatment. The investigation into this incident is being handled by the Metropolitan Police Department and reviewed by the United States Attorney's Office for the District of Columbia. An administrative review of this incident is being conducted by the Department of the Interior. Further information can be found at mps.gov/USPP. The United States Park Police's policies for body-worn cameras and use of force can be found on the National Park Service's frequently requested documents page at nps.gov/about-us/FOIA/FOIA-FRD.htm.